How did Premier become one of Georgia's largest and most successful HVAC companies? By providing fast, friendly, professional service. Did I say fast? Yep, fast. Today, Premier helps hundreds of customers each day because we built a team of highly trained, qualified technicians ready to address AC, indoor air quality, and commercial services. If your AC does need to be replaced, breathe easy with perfectly timed saving on a new AC system. Free estimates at up to $2,000 in rebates, so you'll beat the heat in total comfort all summer long. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Offer ends June 30th, 2023. All right, everyone, we welcome into the studios today. This is Ryan Wells. You may recognize him from the community. Most of you probably do. Today, we're talking about Freedom Fireworks now, Ryan. And, you know, it's fireworks time. I'm trying to think back, Ryan, when actually fireworks became legal in Georgia.
Yeah, so it became legal, well, the big stuff as we call it. The big stuff became legal maybe about 8 years ago, 6, 7, 8 years ago, something to that effect.
Yeah.
So before in Georgia, you know, they always let us have the, you know, the poppets, the little frizzly things, you know.
Yeah, sure.
But the big stuff been about 6 years.
Yeah, and you guys opened up pretty quickly thereafter, didn't you?
We did. We were very fortunate. And so we were able to open a location in Warner Robins, Dublin, and in Hazelhurst.
Yeah. It's been going really great, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hey, we live to fight another day. Still celebrating 1776.
Congratulations. Yeah, you got that right. And so, you know, we come along with Independence Day. You know, I did like to start out the show and just thinking like, what does independence mean to you?
It's a lot. It's freedom. It's freedom to be an American, freedom to be a human, to love life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
That's the reason we do it. I know at our company, we believe that every celebration deserves fireworks.
Yeah.
Whether it's celebrating the birthday of the United States of America or your personal birthday.
Right.
We believe every celebration deserves fireworks.
Yeah, and you hear fireworks so much now. Just like you say, random times. Folks down the road having a birthday party, they're going to set off some fireworks.
Right.
It's a great celebration. You know, not only candles on the cake, but you lighten up the sky for somebody, and it makes it special. I mean, it does, man. It makes you feel so good. But you got to think about one thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's one main reason that we want to have Ryan in is to talk about some safety. Because a lot of people just think, hey, it's fireworks, it's fun and games, but it's serious.
It's absolutely, and I tell people the key word in fireworks is fire. And so it's no fun if somebody gets hurt. It's no fun if somebody misuses it or you know, somebody gets scared to the point where they're injured. And so we have to think safety first. We have to.
Yeah. We've always had sparklers. I remember a little old bitty kid, you know, and unless somebody went out of state at that time, that's pretty much what you had. You run around with those sparklers. But you get hurt with sparklers, can't you?
Absolutely. A lot of people don't realize sparklers burn at 3,000 degrees.
Wow.
3,000 degrees. And so you can imagine if you touch a person's skin or their hair with it, or if it falls on the carpet, if they're lighting it indoors, man, it's going to create havoc. And so one of the things that we always do is teach people how to safely utilize all of our items and all of our products. Because they are great. It's a spectacular show. But the key word in fireworks is fire. So we cannot be too careful.
So, Ryan, if someone wants to shop with you, they could come down to the store. You guys would explain any of the product to them that you have, right?
Absolutely. We will take our time. We'll go step by step, show you how to discharge it, how to dispose of it, because a lot of people we found, they're disposing of it wrong. And so part of that is understanding not only how to discharge it, but how to dispose it as well. And so if you like the item, let's say this particular box, and you dispose it, let's say immediately into the trash can, well, you're going to have a trash fire. Because it takes on average 30 minutes for this to cool back down where it's no longer a fire risk. And so just be mindful, even after you discharge the item, you use the item, please wait 30 minutes, wet it completely down, and then throw it into the trash. And so the last thing you want to do is take a hot, box that's full of cardboard, because that's essentially what it's made out of, and throw it straight into the trash.
Yeah, good advice, man. Who knew? I mean, I didn't. You think the fireworks is off, you gather everything up, kind of throw it in there, and then all of a sudden, a fire pops.
You will get a phone call from the fire department. Hey, man, you have a brush fire here.
Yeah. And so you got a lot of product up here. Would you tell us about some of it, some of the more popular items?
So in fireworks, you got two different types. You remember before the laws changed, we call it the Walmart fireworks?
Yeah.
So before the laws changed, all of the items were similar to this. And it just says emit showers of sparks. So this is called a fountain. So a fountain is a firework that you're gonna max 6 feet high.
All right.
But the gist of it is all of the black powder content stays connected to the tube.
Mm-hmm.
And that's called a fountain. Mm-hmm. And you guys can go into the store, any store, not just our locations, any location, even Walmart, Kroger, whoever's selling fireworks. Uh-huh. It always say emit showers of sparks on the side.
Gotcha.
So that's literally a warning that the Consumer Product Safety Commission makes us put on all items. Either it's going to emit showers of sparks, which is a fountain. That means very kid friendly. When we say kid friendly, not as high, not as loud. So really, no firework is kids friendly. Please, you don't want your 2-year-old going out there lighting the mad monkey up because he want to play with it. I know it looks cute. But please, leave it to the adults, right?
Yeah. So adult supervision, even with this.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Even with something as small as a sparkler, I don't see it right
here.
here.
They are, uh-huh.
Even if something as simple as a sparkler, it is adult supervision, guys. Please do not give this to your kids and just let them. Hey, go in the backyard, y'all play with them. It burns at 3,000 degrees. Just please be mindful of that.
Yeah. All right.
And the second one that you got to look out for. Now, when Georgia passed the law, of course you had the safe and sane, the sparklers like the Mad Monkey we just showed. The second type is the bigger guys. And as you guys can see, I use this one. Uh-huh. It has the same label on the side, but instead of saying emit showers of sparks, it says shoot flaming balls.
All right. Shoot flaming balls.
So any item that says shoot flaming balls, that means it's going to leave this tube and go, anywhere from 60 to 300 feet high.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
All right. So read the label.
Please.
Yeah.
Please read the label.
All right. Now, 3 different things. All of these shoots
they're going to
emission
shoot
balls. And anything other than what you just showed us, the little basic boxes.
Right.
Anything you're getting in this size of container is probably going to be explosive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Consumer Product Safety Commission does cap the amount of black powder that's in here. They cap it in the United States of America. It's different in the UK, but in the United States of America, it's capped at 500 grams of black powder. So if you can imagine, this huge box is only going to contain, 500 grams of black powder. Now, fireworks become illegal for the consumer to use once it exceeds 500 grams.
All right.
Now, the average consumer, they're not going to know that. And so the good way to tell, make sure all of the warning signs and the warning label, don't go buy a firework just brown paper wrapping on it and say, I'm going to shoot it in the backyard.
Right.
So just make sure you're buying it from a reputable dealer, somebody that has their state license that's inspected, and that has a good reputation of selling legal products, because there are a lot of illegal items out there that's not consumer product safety approved.
And Ryan, you're pretty much the only local person, aren't you?
Yeah, in Dublin, hey, I appreciate the support too, Lawrence County. I really do appreciate the support. And in Houston County, whoever's seeing it, Houston County, Jeff Davis County, the entire Central Georgia area, I appreciate it.
All right. You set a good precedent. You have plenty of inventory for people. You preach safety. You want to show anybody who's buying the product, if they don't understand it, or you just want to make sure that you are giving out a product that they're going to safely participate with.
Absolutely.
And that nothing happens. And you got a great track record on that as far as dealing with the public. Tell everybody where you're located.
So we're located in Dublin at 712 Central Drive, East Dublin. We're across the bridge now. Our old location that's now currently the Chick-fil-A. We're no longer located on the interstate. We're coming soon. I promise we'll be back very soon. But as of this season, we'll be back at 712 Central Drive, East Dublin. You can find us in Warner Robins at 2191 Watson Boulevard or 1108 Russell Parkway in Warner Robins. and 124 East Jarman Street in Hazelhurst, Georgia, right next to the Walmart.
All right.
And so we're loaded down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a lot of great product. What's some of your favorite things that people should come in the store and look for?
Yeah, so hey, I'm a pyro enthusiast. I like them all.
Yeah.
My kids, not so much. They like the fountains. They don't want anything too
Step
loud,
back,
too
huh?
bright. The
Yeah.
dog is not too thrilled over it either. So, but I like it all. I can tell you, just in talking about safety, make sure you may want to put your pets up when dealing with fireworks.
Yeah.
Because sometimes our animals can get spooked. If you have horses, I highly don't recommend shooting fireworks around horses.
Right.
I definitely would not do that. We do sell some items in stock at the store that's FDA approved for pets that'll calm them down the night of the fireworks show.
Yeah.
And so if your dog has like elevated anxiety, please ask us about it, and one of my associates can definitely help you with your animals.
All right. What kind of hours you got right now?
So right now we're open until y'all stop coming. But generally during the weekday, 1 to 7. Of course, next week when it gets close to the 4th, we'll be closing around 10:30, 11 every night.
Yeah. Is there a phone number they could call you?
Yeah, 478-279-2556.
All right. They can get in touch with you. There's nothing like the 4th, though, and coming up on Independence Day, there'll be things that are going on, like Southern Pines will have the display of fireworks, and people like to go out and check that out. But there's nothing like setting off your own fireworks.
With safety in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. The number one cause of safety concern is user error. Mm-hmm. Fireworks and alcohol, unfortunately, do not mix. And so if you're going to be drinking, please don't discharge. Let somebody, how we say, don't drink and drive, don't drink and shoot. It is not going to turn out for a great story. Well, it may be a great story, but it ain't going to be one you want to tell.
No, they'll tell it on you.
Right.
Yeah, they'll tell it on you. So Ryan, you've been a pastor for a while in our community, hadn't you? Just on a personal note, man, tell us about that. How's it been going?
Living Life Church, 600 West Moore Street. We were founded through the Southern Baptist Association. We're members of the Lawrence Baptist Association right here in beautiful Dublin, Lawrence County. We've been in the community since we came back from college, me and my wife, and so we love the area. We love the community. A proud East Lawrence boy myself. Hey, go Falcons!
Yeah. You spoke at the commencement, I think, last year, did you not?
That's right.
It's just an opportunity for you to serve in the community, and you stand up and address that. You love sharing Christ, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just want to mention that because that makes a difference in dealing with someone local, dealing with someone who's a local pastor, somebody you can trust. And again, it can get educated on the product when you go in the store. If you got any questions, let's say you want to set the fireworks off, you want to put the kids back out of the way, and you want to put on a good show. You go down and you tell them what you want to do. You want to start out with this, you want to move to this next step and this next step and have that climactic finish. Yes. You can do it, man. You can really do it. All you got to do is come down to Freedom Fireworks and check it all out. And we really do appreciate what you've done for so many years for the community. You've allowed us to cover several events in the community from Juneteenth and several other things. You've helped us with sporting events, and your business continues to grow because you keep feeding back into the community. So you want to deal with someone locally, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to go anywhere else. You don't want to drive to the next town. You don't want to be popping through and somebody's going to bring them in. You say, I got the fireworks, and you can get them right here at Freedom Fireworks.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Safety first.
I'm Heath Richter, and we just want to invite everybody to come on down to the Houston Clinic and check us out at our new facility. We've been in Dublin for a while now, obviously, but have a new office here, and we'd just like you to come down and see some of the new stuff we're offering. And if you need to get checked out, we'd be glad to do that for you. We've got able to do some ultrasound-guided injections now and physical therapy and just a little bit better space, so hopefully we can get you in and out of here a little bit quicker.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.